Okay, welcome back guys. So in the last video I talked about two objects kept one over the other and putting a force of 8 newtons and then finding the acceleration of the composite. Now what happens if the total force is greater than the frictional force between these two surfaces? I'll take the same example in which the bottom object is much heavier than the top object, and force is applied to the top object, and the frictional force, the friction is only present between the two objects, and there is no friction between the bottom object and the surface. So I'll take the same example, but I will increase the force beyond the maximum frictional force that between these two objects. So what happens if the applied force is greater than the maximum frictional force between these two objects? So let's find out. Alright, so I'll take the same two objects like this. Same two objects like this. Right? And I'll put it on a plane. So the friction is present only between, I'll put a force say 20 newtons. 20 newtons. So this mass is 4 kilograms, so its weight will be 4g. And this mass is 10 kilograms, its weight will be, I took as 10, right? Yeah. So it will be 10g. Right? So if you put some force on this object, as in the last video I told you, the frictional force will be in this direction. And if the frictional force is in this direction, according to Newton's third law, the reaction of this friction, that is the friction provided by this object on this object, will be in the direction that is opposing this direction, right? So this frictional force is because now this object is trying to move relative to this object. So I will take this object as A and this object as B as in the last video. So this frictional force is due because the force was applied on A, and due to this force the object was trying to move in this direction. Alright, so what will happen is B will exert a force so as to oppose the equilibrium, right? Initially, before putting the force, the two objects were in equilibrium. After putting the force on A will be in equilibrium and it will change. So objects normally don't like to break the equilibrium position. So what will happen is B will put some force on A so as to oppose A's motion. So that will be in this direction. So what will happen is that if you put some force on A will not bear you that you put force on me. What it actually happens is it will put the same effect that happened on B as well. So according to Newton's third law, action and reaction on two objects. So and the magnitude are the same, but the direction is opposite. So if the frictional force acting on this object is this side, the reaction due to the frictional force on this object is this side. So I explained that in the last video. So we found the value of, I'll take the value of mu as the same. I'll take the value of mu as 0.25. Right, 0.25. And so we found value of FF as, we found it what? 10 newtons. Right, found it 10 newtons. So we found FF as 10 newtons. So if you consider A, now I'll consider these two objects separately. If you consider A, the total force in this direction will be 20 newtons, and the total force in this direction will be 10 newtons. So this is for A. And if you consider B, only the total force in this direction will be 10 newtons. Right? Total force will be 10 newtons. So now the applied force, not as opposed to the last video, the applied force is now greater than the frictional force. Now if you are considering only A, right? The applied force is greater than the frictional force. Now what will happen is that this object will have a net force in this direction, and this object will have a net acceleration in this direction. So the object will have an acceleration. Now in the last video, as I talked to you, what happens is that if the frictional force is greater than the applied force, the object will not move. So the two objects will move as a composite. So in this video, what happens is that in this example, the applied force is greater than the frictional force, so the object will have some force, net force in this direction, and the object will move in this direction. So there's actually a relative motion, right? There's a relative motion between these objects. Now, since there's a relative motion between these two objects, we can't put F equals ma to the as we are taking composite. So we have to put F equals ma to the two objects separately. All right. So when you're considering that, if you consider A, you can put F equals ma to here, right? F equals ma here. So the total net force will be 20 minus 10, right? 20 minus 10, which is 10 newtons. Its mass has been given as 4, acceleration A. So the acceleration will be 2.5 meters per square second in this direction, right? And if we put for B, this acceleration in M, so the force will be 10, mass will be 10, acceleration A is equal to 1.1 meters per square second in this direction, right? So these are the forces so those are what actually you have to find. So if you are not well versed with acceleration or the relative acceleration between these objects, actually this A value of 2.5 meters per square second is not the value of the acceleration of A relative to the Earth. Now I will take the surface as Earth, right? The bottom of surface is Earth. So this is not the acceleration of A relative to the Earth. The acceleration now, A is accelerating relative to B, not relative to the Earth, because A is on B, right? B is on Earth, so B's acceleration is relative to the Earth. So this acceleration will be relative to the B, and B's acceleration will be relative to the Earth. So if you want to find the acceleration of A relative to the Earth, what you can do is you can put the theorem on relative acceleration. So you can put A relative acceleration of A relative to the Earth is equal to the relative acceleration of A relative to B plus acceleration of B relative to the Earth, right? You can decompose by putting B in the middle, right? So acceleration of B relative to A is equal to 2.5 in this direction, right? And acceleration of B relative to the Earth will be in this direction. So the acceleration of A relative to the Earth will be 3.5 in this direction, meters per square second. Alright? So that's the acceleration of this object that we are getting. So what will happen is that if you are thinking A will accelerate more than B, so if you are watching from the Earth, what will happen is that this object is accelerating at a rate that is greater than that of B. Alright, so that's another simple example in which we are taking. So what actually happens is that we found that. Alright, so in the next video I'll be talking about another concept on frictional forces, and I'll see you then.